G'day, I'm Andrew from New Zealand Trails. Now, we heard that you guys at National Geographic Traveller are looking for the 50 tours of a lifetime. So we thought we'd better get in touch and tell you all about our World Heritage Walking Tour down here in New Zealand. So it's a small group tour around the best of New Zealand's best walks, activities, great accommodation and food, and a really friendly small group led by expert Kiwi guides. So we'll tell you all about the tour, but first we'll tell you about us. So New Zealand Trails was set up in 2013 by me and a couple of mates, and we're all guides. We're all been in the guiding game for many years, and it's what we love doing most, is showing our fantastic country to overseas visitors. So here's the team. Now we're all proud Kiwis, and this is what we love doing. Now when people come on the World Heritage Walking Tour, we like to help make their trip to New Zealand really special from the very first point of contact. So often people are talking to us a year or even more in advance to get ready for their trip. So this is when we start thinking about how our trip works. So for example, most people, it's our website where we're people contacting us for the first time. So that website is really easy to use on a desktop or a tablet or a phone. We've got heaps of really handy travel information in there about just travel tips, how to get to New Zealand, packing list, lots of handy videos up there now as well. We know the planning part of the trip is just as important as when you're actually out here on the trip. So we make sure that people can talk to us. We've got free phone numbers from North America, the UK and Australia. You get in touch with us, we'll post a brochure out. We know that people like to take their time and look at trips. So we'll put a physical brochure in the post, and we'll chat on the phone. We're happy to talk as many times as you need and just go over any questions you have about travelling and about coming down to see us in New Zealand. Now, once you have booked the trip, we think it's really important that we keep in touch and you get everything you need. So leading up to the trip, we'll send through handy tips, things about what to bring, what the weather's going to be like, things like that. And again, you've got that friendly Kiwi voice on the end of the phone anytime you need it. Now, we know you're looking for the 50 tours of a lifetime, so we better tell you a little bit about our tour then, the World Heritage Walking Tour. Now, me and a couple of mates set this up in 2013, and what we wanted to do is put together a really special trip, something that was that real trip of a lifetime. A lot of our people, they come into New Zealand for the one and only time in their life, so we wanted to make something really special that was, just right for them. Now, it's a 13-day trip, small group guided trip, maximum 12 people. Now, we've got the best walks in New Zealand included. That's the Milford Track, the Routeburn Track, the Hollyford Track, Mount Cook, as well as that some real classic Kiwi activities. Got a helicopter ride down Milford Sound, jet boat in Fiordland National Park, glowworm caves on the west coast, the Transalpine train, and more. So that's the best way we think to see New Zealand, is to get outside into our fantastic countryside. But we know that each night you need to be comfortable, so we're not staying in public huts. There's no rolling out sleeping bags on bunk beds here. So each night of the trip you're in 4-star accommodation, just really comfortable, hot showers, that kind of thing. And another really important part of the trip is the food. So it's always a fun time in the evenings. Everyone's enjoying each other's company and having really great Kiwi food and wine. And we're not doing freeze-dried food, and the guides, nobody cooks. The guides or the guests don't cook. Each night we're in the best restaurants that we know, hand-picked restaurants with some great food and really scenic spots. So that's what we've tried to put into the trip. And probably the last thing, and probably the most important thing, is the guide. So I'm really proud to be part of the guide team that we've got. These guys are really passionate about New Zealand, and they love showing people around. So it's the expert Kiwi guide is going to be your best friend here, and we always hear from people after the trips about how much they enjoyed their guide. So On New Zealand Trails, all our guides are really experienced. This is not the trip that people come to learn their guiding. So we've got some of the best in the business working for us, and you know, we're really proud of the work they do out here. So that's the World Heritage Walking Tour. 50 tours of a lifetime. It's got to be one of them, doesn't it? But it really doesn't matter what I say about our tour. It's about what people who have been on the tour say. So we've got plenty of reviews on our website, and in places like TripAdvisor and Facebook, you can see what people think and see what they say about the trip. And what we're going to do is share this to people who've been on the trip and let them tell you what they think of it and why it should be included in the 50 tours of a lifetime. So there you go, New Zealand Trails, World Heritage Walking Tour, 50 tours of a lifetime. We rest our case.